thinker. He was a storyteller. He was an entrepreneur. He is a lot of things, but the storytelling, in my opinion, he was world class. If he would have pursued that instead of other things, he'd be right up there with John Henry Falk and Ace Reed and hell, Mark Twain, you know. I mean, seriously, the man could do it.
Now, what a congressional record is, this becomes a record of the proceedings of the 115th Congress. As long as there's a United States of America, this will be on file at the Library of Congress. It will be cataloged, and anytime you're in Washington, you can go to the Library of Congress and they can pull this up to where you can see this, and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren and for generations to come can say that their dad and your husband have and I want to read this to you. Loyalty is something that should inspire all of us today. Let's not be sad or glum. Let us instead act like our beloved friend would and enjoy each other's company and celebrate his life the way he lived it, with passion, love, and kindness.
Well, I got into this deal told of a time limit, which is just as well, because the stories would take till this time tomorrow. Hislop all the way, the original deal. I just have to say, he was a man who lived by his wits, and he lived life to the fullest. And he was just a once-in-a-lifetime, absolute, one-of-a-kind original.
And he said, keep this under your hat, Chuckster, until he jumped the fence. So it's coming out from under the hat today. He said, you know, he was sitting in his chair there and everybody else was in the kitchen. He said, you know, we've gone through a lot. I've been sick and going downhill, and you've had two humongous battles with cancer that you've been able to beat during these last few years. And he said, but you know the good part about it? And I said, what's the good part about it, Jim? And he said, we had the love of our lives taken care of us. And he said, tell Catbird that. And I'm telling the love of my life, no ring.
To have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung with exaltation, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Jim Hislop was a success by every measure.
He was a visionary when the town was small, and a friend that could make you smile. Well, we all come here to remember Big Jim Hislop. He was a cowboy, tucked his jeans inside his boots. He was a cowboy, tucked his jeans inside his boots. Yo-lay, oh, yo-lay, oh, yo-lay.
I could go on and on about events with Hislop and why I am so grateful for all the shit he did for me. He was part brother and part father figure. Gave me every hat and shotgun I ever owned. He bailed me out of jail. And he was fun to be around always. Always. For that I am truly grateful and blessed. I hit the big brother jackpot, for sure. And I want to thank you all for coming out and celebrating his life. And I know he would enjoy seeing all you guys celebrating. So thank you very much.
All right, boys and girls, it's all over.